Hey, it's the Empire. Don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon for more videos. We taking over. Let's go, champ. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's go.
Hey, it's the Empire, Geoboxing Empire, Boxer Boxing. Now, unified champion, undisputed champion at lightweight, superstar undefeated WBO champion at welterweight, Terance Bud Crawford, man. He watches this fight with Jason Rosario and JERMELL CHARLO, man. And it's wild because JERMELL CHARLO was dominating Rosario, dropped him in the first round, was controlling the pace of the fight, and he ended up knocking out Rosario with a jab. And when Terance Crawford seen that, man, he was confused. He was like, what is this? So confused that he went to Twitter and said, what? With all caps and emojis. You guys see the tweet, man. You guys see the tweet. And everyone knows what Terance Crawford was talking about because everyone was like, yeah, man, Jason Rosario threw that fight, and they're talking trash about Jason Rosario and how it looked fixed. Now, this is wild coming from Terance Bud Crawford, seeing that when he fought for a unification fight with Julius Ndongo, he ended up stopping Julius Ndongo with the left uppercut to the body, and it was while he was southpaw. So it was a power left uppercut to the body. And he knocked out Julius Ndongo with the body shot. And everyone thought that fight was fixed as well. And when you see Terance Crawford win that fight, he was all happy. He was hopping on the ropes. He's doing the most. But when another fighter does the same thing and knocks out another fighter with a body shot, just like he did, with less effort, because instead of a power left hook to the body, he threw a jab to the body. Perfect timing. Did it while Jason Rosario was breathing out, hit him right in the solar plex, took all of his energy out. The guy was obviously, he couldn't breathe on the ground, right? Terance Crawford doubts that. So it's just wild to me how Terance Crawford could see a fighter who got his wind knocked out of him when he did it. He can believe that, but when someone else does it, he can't believe it. Make it make sense, Terance Crawford. Make it make sense. So, this is just causes a lot of confusion with me regarding Terance Crawford and his accolades. He should know better. A lot of people are calling for JERMELL CHARLO and Terance Bud Crawford to fight. Already got people like Fanning Cannon, the International Boxing Channel. He's talking about Terance Crawford and JERMELL CHARLO fighting. You got just a lot of news outlets reporting them as opponents in the future because it's a likely outcome just of the trash talk, the disrespect. To say that a unification fight's fixed is very disingenuous. Coming from a person like Terance Crawford who basically won in the exact same fashion at lightweight. So we're gonna see how this whole thing plays out with Terance Bud Crawford and JERMELL CHARLO. I never seen much back and forth between them unless it comes with Errol Spence Jr. Every time everyone asks about JERMELL CHARLO, everyone asks JERMELL CHARLO about Errol Spence Jr. and Terance Crawford. He says, "I'm rocking with their hometown guy. I'm rocking my boy." But now this is the first time that that JERMELL CHARLO, if he was asked for Terance Crawford, him fighting him himself, I'm pretty sure he'd be with it. I'm pretty sure JERMELL CHARLO has a lot not good to say about Terance Crawford. I'm pretty sure that's the case. So we're gonna see how this whole thing plays out, man. I'm pretty sure JERMELL CHARLO heard about Terance Crawford talking that trash online, making it look like he's all confused about what happened and if it looked fixed or not. And it just spills a lot of this hypocrisy, man. I can't get behind Terance Crawford on that one just because he did the same way, man. I'm gonna keep saying it. So we're gonna see how this whole thing plays out, man. I'll be excited to see Terance Crawford go up to 154 because the guy's like 3 fights away from it if he does the fights he's supposed to do, right? He can fight like Errol Spence and Manny Pacquiao. That's 2 fights away, unified. Unless he decides to stay at 147 for a while. Terance Crawford, he's an elite level fighter to the point where he's such a good boxer. He's such a masterful boxer. Even now at 147, he's already a small welterweight. When you compare him to guys like Terance Crawford or even a Sean Porter, So maybe, I don't know, maybe they can do a catch weight. But, it's just good to get a conversation going that's not always, Errol Spence Jr. or Terance Crawford. JERMELL CHARLO's here now. He joined Terance Crawford in being undisputed. He's a part of that list now. He has all the titles, and most people think past Teixeira, who's the final champion in the 154 division. So yeah, man. I mean, could it be a little bit jealousy from Terance Crawford as well? It could be, because all those titles that JERMELL CHARLO got, they're all by knockout, and most of his title defenses, they're all by knockout. So I mean, that being said, JERMELL CHARLO has a phenomenal resume. He leaves no questions and no rock unturned. So, you know, if you compare the two, JERMELL CHARLO has been dominating his division with flying colors, and you know, he's right above Terance Crawford. You know, so we're gonna see how this whole thing plays out. I'm pretty sure people are gonna actually interview Terance Crawford. Maybe one of these media outlets would do it, but I mean, this is a pretty big deal. It's on Twitter. He has over 900 likes. You know, people need to ask Terance Crawford and clarify what he meant by that. And I guarantee it's gonna be how that jab looks suspect. I guarantee it. Let me know how you guys feel about it though. Like, comment, subscribe. This is the Empire. Geoboxing Empire. Peace.